I don't work security anymore. Not after that night. It was supposed to be just another shift at the mall. Routine. Boring. My partner Ruiz was covering another section, so I had the East Wing to myself. You know what I hated most about that job? Mannequins. Stiff plastic figures dressed like real people. There's something about them. The way they just stand at the edge of your vision, too human, but not quite. It always felt like they were watching me. That night I was making my rounds when I heard something, a faint rustling inside one of the department stores. My gut told me it was probably nothing. Air vents, a stray bag shifting, maybe a rat. Still, I radioed Ruiz. Hey, you hearing anything?
Nope. You good?
I don't know, might be our long-lost ghost shopper.
If she's hot, tell her I'm single.
Yeah, I'll be sure to pass the message along. I stepped inside the store, my flashlight cutting through the dark. The mannequins stood in their usual spots, posed in silent stillness. The place was dead quiet. Too quiet. I moved deeper in, weaving between racks of clothing, checking behind displays, my boots clip-clopping on the polished floor. The mannequins, clustered near the entrance, loomed like silent spectators. I tried not to look at them, but every time I turned, I felt them lingering in the edge of my vision. Then another noise, closer this time, a faint shuffle, like something shifting just beyond the next aisle. I swept my flashlight over the shelves. The shadows stretched unnaturally, bending and twisting as I moved. My grip on the flashlight tightened, knuckles white. I stepped forward cautiously, my breathing controlled but shallow. The mannequins unnerved me, the way their glossy eyes caught the light, reflecting back a cold, vacant stare. I swore one of them had shifted slightly, its pose different than before, but I shook it off as paranoia. Mannequins didn't move, right? My grip tightened on the flashlight. I slowed my breathing and turned a corner. Nothing. And then my radio crackled to life and I jumped.
You good, man?
Jesus, Ruiz.
Oh, did I scare you?
Before I could reply, something else moved. A rat bolted from beneath a shelf, scurrying across the floor. My pulse was hammering in my ears, but I let out a breath and chuckled. Just a damn rat. False alarm. Just a stupid rat.
You sure? Might be a shape-shifting ghost shopper.
Yeah, back to work. I finished checking the store, locked up, and finished my shift. Just another slow night. Or so I thought. The next day, mall management reported a robbery. The department store I'd checked was hit. No alarms, no forced entry. They pulled the security footage. I watched the screen, expecting to see nothing. And then, I saw it. At 2:47 a.m., right as I walked into the store, a shadow moved behind me. A figure in tight black clothing slipped between the racks. Every time I turned, they froze. I had walked past them more than once. They were right there. And then, the worst part. At 3:02 a.m., as I searched between the racks, the figure was standing among the mannequins. They had a knife. I watched myself on the screen moving closer. I was seconds away from turning the corner, seconds away from running straight into them. Then my radio crackled. The sound made me hesitate, just for a second. The rat, startled by the static, bolted from its hiding place. And on the screen, I saw myself relax. I laughed, eased up, told Ruiz it was a false alarm. The figure stayed still, inches away. The knife was still in their grip, and I just walked away. I had no idea, no clue that I had just barely, blindly, unknowingly stepped away from death. I must have watched the footage 20 times. My hands were shaking. If Ruiz hadn't radioed me just then, if the rat hadn't run out, I handed the footage over to the police. They investigated, but here's the thing. No forced entry, no signs of the intruder leaving, nothing. I quit the next week. But on my last shift as I locked up for the night, I passed by the department store one last time. The mannequins stood where they always did, frozen, empty-eyed. except one of them had its head tilted, just slightly, watching.